that, I don't, and I just go ahead and start off like that only. And sometimes I'm giving you that I'm not even prepared for those topics. So it is always good to remember, and I myself require, that's the reason. Yeah. So daily basis, remember that, otherwise I will have to take care. So to come back again, research is, I think one more person has joined in today, and that is Dr. Tangaraja also. Welcome, sir. I just began with the topic, I should say, and I just wanted to, give them the introduction as to
Okay.
what I'm discussing, or what would be the agenda for my discussion. So I just gave them the information that when we are talking about, and especially for this workshop, the brochure that was designed said that we would be giving the introduction to the softwares which are available in qualitative research or the quantitative research. Then I, very recent, I should say on Friday, I completed this 6 hours session, which I took again for the MPhil students from the Malaysia University. There, one of the friend of mine, she was the one who had invited me, and she told me, can you introduce, and there, the list of these softwares that I saw, I was amazed, and I thought that I should go ahead and share these things even in this particular group, so that all of us are aware of it, and we are able to understand that yes, these are some of the topics which are available, and we definitely should even understand that yes, how to go ahead with the research. So I was telling to them that even while you are writing the chapters, you are, let's say, not even begun with the chapters. However, you're designing, you're planning your research areas. At that time, what kind of softwares can be used? Then can I use the softwares exclusively for checking the plug, which majority of us are so much interested in? And if we are talking about the plug, in that manner, is it just the grammar portion that we are looking for, or is it for the tables, the figures also? Or sometimes, I found out that the students raised their hands and they said that how should we tackle with the topics that we are going ahead with the research. Now, that is also very much important, that it could be possible that I had thought of a topic, and I discussed, let's say, with Gokul, and Gokul is aware that Ramani is doing it, so let me also go ahead and do a similar kind of a research because she is aware of it. So, that danger is always there, and the criticality is present. So how we are supposed to go ahead and take care of this selection of the various topics. Now, similarly, I find, this was a live part, I should say, wherein again I was invited, and I saw that the teachers are asking the students who are coming in for their MPhil dissertation, I would say, there the teachers ask them, can you tell us what is your research topic? Now, you see, in our country, we start off with the research objectives. Give me an objective, what you would like to go ahead and take care of it. Now, there is a lot of difference between the research topic as well as the research objective. And somehow we really would like to know. And I see that in those countries, they are selecting their research topics with the help of the softwares. Now, if the time permits me, I will definitely show you how they are taking care of it, and from there, what kind of things are available for them, and how easily they are able to use them and proceed further. For example, one of the student who was present there, I asked him, this one. So the teacher said that right now the student is not ready with the objective. Then I understood why they are talking about that and why they want the research topic, basically. Because, for example, I don't know about rest of you. I know Gokul is from geography, Anubha is from marketing, then I myself from marketing and international business,
Correction, ma'am.
and
I was
Ayush
from
is
geography.
from,
I
what,
was
Gokul?
from geography, but currently I'm in environmental sciences.
Achha, you are in informative sciences. Okay, thank you for correcting me. So I have Ayush who comes from tourism department. Then I don't know. We will have to give some time to understand about Garima ma'am and Tangaraja sir, and maybe both of them can let us know about little bit about their background also. So that yes, sir, you are most welcome, and you can briefly introduce yourself also, sir.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Tangaraja. I'm presently working as assistant professor in VIT Chennai. So I'm specialized in marketing,
Oh,
especially in
wonderful.
marketing
So
and
three
marketing
of us
analytics.
are
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
marketing department. That's
yeah, yeah.
wonderful. And what about you, Garima ma'am? You are from which department?
Ma'am, I did my thesis there from BHU only, from management department. Currently, I'm
Management.
working with
Oh,
IMS.
wonderful, ma'am. Management department is such a huge one in BHU, and I always wanted to interact with the HOD sir. And there are few more. I think the person must have completed his PhD, and right now he is the assistant professor there. Something. One of the I met him in one of the workshops actually. Chinay Roy. Yes, he is the one from there. So maybe later on I can find it out, and we can understand and see basically how to understand. So welcome, ma'am. You're most welcome to this particular I would say workshop also, and even Tangaraja sir side by side. So
Yeah,
I think it's a
I did my thesis on entrepreneurship, actually, social entrepreneurship.
you
Am
did
I
your
audible to you, ma'am? My thesis
now.
is on entrepreneurship. The specific domain is social entrepreneurship, actually.
Okay. Oh, wonderful, ma'am. Social entrepreneurship is the latest topic in that particular
Yes.
domain, I would say.
Yeah.
And a lot of things are being discussed over there. So it's a wonderful topic, I would say. Now, the reason why I am discussing all these things is that, many people think that software are just restricted for technical, analysis or the tools that we use, especially in the research. So, we just go ahead and focus more on that. However, the scenario is not like that. And in this particular workshop, we will see that yes, I would be introducing quite a lot of softwares, number one. Number two, which each one of us should be aware of, and then go ahead. I don't know, maybe along with those team that I'm looking forward, I need to join up and proceed further so that it can be introduced even in India and take care of it. So let's see how well the things are coming in and how to proceed further. So given these things, so I'm not just going to focus only on qualitative and quantitative. Definitely yes. And I don't know, again, given these scenarios, how many things in 2 hours. Let's see how quickly I'm able to give you the introduction to the different softwares that have been discussed. Now, right now, to begin with, and without wasting any kind of a thing in this particular part, I am going to share with each one of you one of the pages which I really like it. And I think each one of you also, if you are keen, sometimes should go ahead with these kind of pages and see how beautiful they are, and how they are going to help you out basically with the sharing the screen. Just Gokul, kindly give me the access, please.
Done, ma'am.
I'm so sorry, I did not comb my hair. I was just in a hurry. So I just came back immediately. If you can just give me the access, then yeah, thank you. Yeah. Now, this is one of the pages from the, I would say, basically the Wikipedia page, and you can see out here, this is the list of statistical softwares that are available. And I would always recommend that, yes, each one of us, which I'm going to showcase to you right now, this page and the other page which is available as an introductory to understand across the globe what kind of statistical softwares are available, apart from I would say the ones that we are using for the quantitative analysis. So let's very quickly check it out. And this is for the individuals who are coming in, and we use these computer programs, especially for statistical purposes, data science, analysis, I would say research, all these kind of things, and even econometrics. Now, the question might be raised out, why are you separating statistics and econometrics also? Thing is that, under statistics, we are doing quite a lot of things. Econometrics, I would say, is a specialized study wherein you're not only going to focus on economics, there are other things also which are, and that's why they have bifurcated. My interest is looking at the open sources which are available, I would say the softwares which are there. In fact, to be very honest, both Anubha and Gokul are attending one more workshop of mine, which is being taken care on every Sunday, basically, and that has been started off very nicely with Haryana Haryana Association of Management and Commerce. And in these, I am focusing more on R and how our software as an open and a free resource can be used for the research and I would say analysis purposes. So, it's a 7 Sundays workshop, and I take it exclusively on Sunday, starting off from 11 o'clock till evening for 4:30. And you will see there, I've just begun, and again, I'm going to recapitulate both Garima and Tangaraja sir. If you are keen to join us, you can join us on Sunday also for those 4 hours, which is absolutely free, and you can learn a lot about our software also exclusively. Now, here in this particular page, you will see that we have got a lot of information about the open sources softwares which are available, and have a look at each one of them which is necessary for us, and nobody uses them as such also. For example, AdamSoft, now this is used for data mining algorithm. It's very easy one again. ADMB, I'm not going to talk about those things which are we have different suites which are available. One of them is the G Suite, which we can see in Google. Then similarly, this is also available. So Gokul might be able to know because he's from the computer sciences background, C++, so you can use it for that. Then we have got Chronex. This is the time series data. Sometimes we feel that time series is just restricted only for management. No, I would say that yes, luckily even in sciences they are using it, and I have started off working as project with my team exclusively on the non-sciences, I would say, areas like literature, how we can use the time series and the important part of the research also side by side. Similarly, we have got environment for developing KDD applications. Now, I'm not going to tell you about each and everything. The one that are important, I'm just going to tell you, so that if possible, later on, some of you can explore it, or what I do, I haven't shared it with all of you, and today I'm very happy so I can share this information that I have come up with my own consulting company also side by side, under the giving respect to my teachers. And I was thinking, what kind of a name should be kept respect for that company, and remembering my teachers, all the 4 teachers, I have taken up the birthday months in which they were born, and I have named the company as a mark of respect for them. Under that, definitely, yes, whosoever is joining up right now, we are able to, I would say, train them on some of the softwares which are available. They get certified and they are part of my team now, and they are also able to gain. So I'm also one of the person, because I love softwares, and learning them is very easy also. So some of them are there. For example, this one FITYK, which is there, it's a non-linear regression software. We focus so much on linear research that non-linear research has been a sideline. So this particular software helps us to understand, capture the curvilinear, or I would say polynomial regressions, or in that manner log regressions are there. So this one is one of the software which is there, and that is the reason why I have started off with this workshop and this particular topic, which I don't think so anywhere in the country anybody is also doing it, so that we understand the importance of these. And later on, if some of you are really serious of learning them and going ahead with your own publications or research, definitely yes, these will be very useful. Similarly, Gretel has been used. It's again an open source. You can simply within seconds you can download. In fact, I wanted to focus even on Gretel so that it can be used for the time series and all these other I should say the techniques that are available. You can do it very easily even in Gretel, and even when the output is there, you can very nicely copy and paste it, so it is devoid of plug again in that manner. So we have intrinsic noise analyzer also. This I will not talk about. JASP is a software which is alternative to IBM SPSS statistics. So that's a good news, with additional option for Bayesian, I would say, the methods. Now, this also is something which I don't see many of the individuals. This is a new software which I really love it right now. And, again, I'm training some of my students, I would say, especially who have completed their undergrads right now, and they are registering themselves for their PG. And, by downloading this one, they were able to work on it very nicely, and they are themselves, conquering the markets with various research topics. Similarly, we have got the JAGs also. I'm not entering into the these part reason. I'm just wanting to tell you that yes, see, the number of open sources of softwares which are available. Similarly, NIME is also used for the qualitative analysis, though it's not a very user-friendly software. However, yes, the kind of subtleties and intricacies which are required for making the codes and to analyze them, NIME really helps you out with that. Then we have got this libSVM. I'm not, because you'll be asking me then what do you mean by SVM? SVM is also a particular, I would say, again, a software which many individuals are also using right now. Then we have got MLPAC. This is absolutely open source library for machine learning. Now, I hope you all know that we can divide the softwares into two categories. One, the traditional softwares that we have got, and the other one, which I call it as the non-traditional or contemporary software. So traditional ones would be focusing exclusively on the research analysis techniques, I would say. For example, all the topics starting off from in quantitative, like, descriptive, then ANOVA, correlation, crosstabs, chi-square. I call them as the traditional topics. However, the moment you jump into the contemporary part, you are talking about the big data analysis, where it is not just the quantitative or purely qualitative. They have combined quali and quantitative, like mixed methods, you call them as. However, I see the topics like machine learning, neural networks, then you have got natural language processing, then there are important softwares like Python, are which are helping us to proceed further and analyze these things also. So similarly, nowadays, artificial intelligence, because a pandemic has come into the picture, and there is so much things that they are taking care. For example, a student, they have completed their homework by giving them small AI packages. They can create a chat bot, and they can leave the messages for the teachers. Now, some of us who are taking care of the online teaching, you will see that AI has especially, and even what's his name, the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, even he has said that in India, he has started off with few ventures like White Jar, something like that. There is a company wherein small kids right from the first class, because I was asked if I would like to join the team, and you will see that right from first class till the professionals in the sense the software professional, they are taking these courses, and the way the AI, the way they are coming up with the small applications, I was amazed to find out. Similarly, e-masters is one more. Then there are few companies which have come up wherein they are teaching these topics: AI, IoT, neural networks. So these are the contemporary ones which I would say that they are going ahead, and you have the courses which are running in, and I would say these are the ones which are recommended for the contemporary times also. So ML Pack is one of them. Then Mondrian is another one. Data analysis tool using interactive statistical graphics, with a link to R. Now, as I said, I just have started off, and you can both Gokul and Anubha, who were present yesterday in the session, and if they were dedicatedly watching it, they would have seen that yes, what we talk about descriptive statistics itself in R is a very elaborative one, and you can do a lot of research only with the help of the descriptive statistics, especially using R. So in that way, I love R software like anything. In fact, I keep telling people that I sing with Julia, I dance with Python, and I'm married to R. Reason, these are the ones, and I eat orange. Now, why Julia? Julia is one of the person who is a very good friend of mine, and she did a lot of work in R. So both of us are interacting a lot in order to come down with certain things. Python is another open resource. So I love working on Python. Reason, similar to R, you will see, I'll give you that short introduction also side by side. It makes your work so comfortable, and they have given you so many environment. We will see what I mean by environment, and then you will understand how good they are. And one thing that I have learned from these individuals is that give away something without taking in something. In the sense, do not charge any money. Now, both R and Python, in that way, becoming the free and open sources, has given us so many, I should say, uses from these softwares, that research has really become good, very good one, I would say. So, in that way, Mondrian is also something very good. And for sciences, I would say, especially for healthcare, medicine, nursing, because they are doing so many experimental studies. So for them, again, we have got good number of sources. Then Open Bugs is one more thing. Open EPI, especially for the epidemiological studies. Now, OpenCan is also a software library. I was talking about this neural networks, and one of the area under that is deep learning, which most probably, let's say under Python, if I'm able to introduce to you a little bit of it as to what do we mean by deep learning and neural networks, what exactly is taking place. OpenMX is a package, especially used in R for structural equation modeling. So you don't require PL Smart, or I would say even AMOS, because AMOS is again a product of IBM, and IBM really charges a lot about it. So, I always started looking for the alternatives to, I should say, for eViews, for AMOS, for IBM SPSS, and even Smart PLS. Smart PLS also, I would say, is a very good tool, number one. Number two, however, they are also charging, they also want to make the money. So, these things, when you have, alternatives are present, which are free and open sources, why we cannot go ahead and use them? Similarly, as I've said, I love Orange. Orange is also another software which is absolutely free, and you will see that yes, a lot of things have been given to us with help of Orange, especially graphical interface. And even if you are entering into the what do you call qualitative analysis, especially with film, sound, or image, you can really use Orange in that way is really good one, and we will lay our hands on it also side by side. Then Pandas is again meant for Python, and I love Pandas, NumPys, and all these things. You will see what they are and how to go ahead and even use them. So you have got these kind of softwares like Perl data language. Then PSPP is also there. Now, for example, it's again a free software. Now, I don't know, some of you who are so good with SPSS, try to lay hands on PSPP and see whether these are also useful for our research purposes or not. Similarly, as I said, I have laid hands on R, and yesterday also I have given some introduction, and there are a lot of people who have sent me the messages to take some extra classes on Saturday or Monday. So most probably we would be taking up. So, both of you, Garima as well as Tangarajan sir, if you are keen, because I'll be discussing everything pertaining to the descriptive statistics using our platform, you can join us again for that. So that is one thing that I really like.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I said definitely I'll join. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. I'll give you the details and you can go in from there, sir.
Sure, ma'am.
Similarly, we have got Root, then we have got Salstat, Skylab. Skylab is again present for the Python, and we will see when I'll introduce to you different environment. Then we have got Shogun, which is a toolbox, and it's an open source again. This is also talking about SVM, and I'll show you the differences between what do we mean by support vector machine and non-support sector machine. Then you will be able to understand. Remember that some of these softwares wherein I find a lot of them talking about is regarding the databases that you can create and you can use it. For example, like Mendeley, Zotero, then you have got LaTeX also. MATLAB is one of them where you can do it, and do it in the sense you can save in a lot of work, and you can really utilize them for your own research. So again, you will have to know that yes, these are available for us. Similarly, we have got the SimFit. These are for simulation. Now, simulation has also started off a lot of work right now, and if you will see in marketing, operations, supply chain, and certain other areas of management and sciences also, I would say simulations really work, and we need to showcase it to the student, especially in the field of AI, machine learning, or even you can say in IoT. You will see that these simulations help us to develop and come up into the studies of the robotics or cyborg or the other fields that we are taking care. Then similarly, we have got SOFA, that is called as SOFA statistics. Again, it's a GUI program which is very easy, and not right now, later on maybe we can look into it. Similarly, we have got the STANS software. This has been especially for the Monte Carlo analysis that we will see. And no, I will not be showcasing, but yeah, I can introduce to you out here. Then we have got the statistical lab, which is R based and focusing on educational purposes. We will see statistical lab when I'll come over to R, and I can show you over there. Then Torch is a machine learning program, and Veka is also a machine learning program. So when I'm giving to you a little bit of introduction about Python, R, and Orange, at that time I might go ahead and introduce to you even Torch as well as the Veka. So this is all these softwares, remember, but the list is very long. I'll be showing to you in the next page also, which you should see. Public domain, I'm not entering into it. Again, these are the other freeware that we have got, like for example, MathStat Live is again a statistical software which many of us don't even understand or even go ahead to learn about them. So I think one should. Now the following ones under the category of proprietary, I would say these are all I should say prized ones, and it becomes really sometimes, though they are beautiful ones, I should say, with respect to the research. However, sometimes I find that they are very expensive also, all of them in fact. So you can have a look and see if some of them are being, I'm just introducing to you all these things. You never know which one is going to help you out, or which one you can really go ahead and use also side by side for your own research purposes. However, apart from that, I also find that there are add-ons, or what we call it as add-ins in softwares itself. Now we see add-ins in R, I have seen in MS Office, I'm seeing it in other like SPSS, AMOS also. Now one of my teacher, who really taught me statistical research, he always used to tell me that MS Office, if you want to even purchase it, the first hand costs you around 42,000 and some change, 42, 45 something, or 42, 47 something, and you are able to run. However, there is an add-in, he told me exclusively, and MS Office, you know that Excel is one of them, okay, part of that particular package. Under that package, he told me, Ramani, the add-in costed him around 28,000. So it is nearly 7 times the cost of MS Office, that add-in. No, I don't know. I never asked him what was the utility, because he is also into research and he focuses more on statistical aspects. So I'm sure it must be helping him a lot into that also. However, we will see that yes, on Facebook you will be seeing, one of the add-in called as Perfect It. It's more or less like correcting your grammar as you're typing automatically. So I was thinking, I need to check it out, though we have Grammarly also side by side, and Grammarly cost, for a single person is again not very expensive. So there are those kind of things which are available, and one can, now for example, Excel Fit, this is the one which is used in Microsoft Excel. So if you click on this, you will come to know as to what is the cost of it and how to carry forward. Similarly, Sigma Excel. Now again, analyze it. As I was telling you, these are all the add-ins, and you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 are add-ons exclusively for Excel, which means these can be used really. For example, analyze it. It is used for statistical analysis. If we click on it, maybe tomorrow I might show you, because I'll be starting off with Excel, and why those domains I was really interested when I discussed, and I said I'll be introducing for Excel 2010, I said 2013. 2016 and 2019. Now, I am more interested not only in terms of the add-ons, however, because this is era that we are in right now when you are working, obviously not at the research level because you are just working with just, I would say, sample size of, let's say, 100 entries, or it can be for around 250, 350 max to max, or 550. However, when we are coming in to the big data analysis for the companies who do a lot of research, especially in the marketing areas, you will see that, there are what we call it as the digital stories, under which one of the category is the visualizations. Now, I really wanted to focus on the participants who are necessarily entering into the research area, or they are planning to go ahead with the publication. They should be even focusing these new areas. Now, for example, in 2013, I don't know, Excel, you can just even I cannot say go ahead with the trial. I just have to showcase to you that the kind of visualizations which are available, you don't have to buy the serious geographical software, the ones that are available to understand your markets. You can create it on your own with help of Google Maps, and together, you can see the market. For example, let's say right now we are in the times of pandemic era. Now, during these things also, if I have to check it out, like you are seeing on television or on your computers, the manner they will be showing where the pandemic areas are more condensed ones, they would be identifying. So we feel as though, you require a lot of complicated or sophisticated softwares. However, with Excel, with these ones which are there, they are so comfortable, they're so important that even in your research, when you are trying to, you have got the data, then using these Excel sheets, I would say you can derive wonderful I would say maps or tables or figures for yourself. Unfortunately, nobody talks to them again in the forums where they are giving you the trainings on the advanced part. In fact, I was thinking that I should just focus only on Excel, and that also only on charts and graphs only, nothing else in Excel. I don't want to do anything else, so that the students who are in the research or in the publication areas, we are able to use them. So here these add-ons are there. However, I'm not asking you to purchase it right now. However, one has to understand what is the importance of these add-ins and add-ons when it comes to the research and how the markets are flourishing. When I say markets, I'm talking about the research market, wherein we as Indians are just lying behind, though these softwares are from our own country. So that is the paradoxical thing which I find it. Then apart from that, Wiki page has also given to you these pages comparison, which I really love it. And now this is the one that I'm going to showcase to you immediately after this discussion. Econometrics software, have a look at it all by yourself. Free statistical ones we will see later on again. Computer algebra, I'm not interested. Graphing softwares, again a little bit we will talk. Numerical analysis software. Now sometimes even when I see you have so much of data with you in terms of the numbers, however, we are not using those tools which are available in order to get the results in a very fine or tuned manner. So again, these things are necessary, and please, it's a request from my side, do not just keep yourself just restricted to the some of the softwares which are available. Now fine, the traditional ones are there and they will remain in the market. However, the contemporary ones, because of which the I don't know where they have started moving in the domains of research. So one has to really think about those I would say the softwares which are available for each one of us. Now apart from this, as I said, I'm going to focus on the comparison of the statistical packages before I can go ahead. Now this is one page It was like I was looking into something else, and I was interested in finding it out more about certain things. However, the moment I bumped into this particular page, I myself was surprised, and I said that yes, I should go ahead and even discuss about these statistical packages which are available to us, and understand as to how the things are there, and number one, and why the comparison for us as a researchers is necessary. Here you will see the list of all these softwares. You can see, I'm just scrolling down. I hope all of you are able to see this, or let me just share this page. This is the one. Yes, this is the one. I'm so sorry. I just went away into a different. And here you will see that yes, they are talking about certain analysis packages. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and take care about the rest of the thing. However, for the general information, now here for me, what is more important is product, whether it is the open source or not. Number two. Number three, that's it. These are the two areas that I want to focus upon. Now we will even focus exclusively the ones which are there in the green color, not in the so-called red. It's not red, actually it is reddish pink that we have got. So I'm not going to look, though some of them are really very good ones, like for example Alteryx. Alteryx, if you see, it is GUI, Python is there for us, and even R. So Alteryx, you can use it, taking care of the trial version. However, right now, let me just focus on the green one especially, and then we can carry forward. Now, AdamSoft, as I said, it's an open source. So I want each one of you, this is like a homework. If not understanding, just click on those pages and see what exactly the software is doing. At least you should know as researchers, and it is good to know as to what and how useful it can be. You never know, it's your research area, and it might be quite useful to you. The next one that we can come up is data plot. Now, why we are using it's on public domain, number one, which means what? It is creative to work to which no exclusive intellectual property rights apply. So what does that mean? It means that no plagiarism at all. So if you are, now this is the reason why I thought I should. Now, for example, if I draw or take a figure from Spss, now majority of times, like Anubha or somebody else is also there, they question me, ma'am, we are getting this as copied, and it is falling under the plag report also. So if you go into the data plot kind of, that is the reason, keeping in mind how to help the scholars, I thought I should take up this particular workshop. And that's why I came up with this idea and thought, okay, let me give it to you, that it's not necessary that only Excel or SPSS or AMOS or PLS Smart is the only one. Look for the alternative. So here you have for data plot. Go ahead, click on click on that particular and go to that, visit the page and see how it can be even. So, these rights may have expired, been forfeited, expressively waived, and maybe inapplicable. So have a look. I haven't seen data plot for a long time, though I'll have to lay my hands again on it right now. Now, similarly, you have got this LKI, and you see, the reason why I'm telling you is that maybe on third day, that is today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll show you one more project which I'm taking care right now on my shoulders, and I'm really looking for some scholars who can be part of that particular team. And when I'll be discussing, you will see that universities through collaborative work are doing marvelous jobs, and I think even from India we need to kick ourselves to that level and bring in a lot of things into the public domain also. And now this one has been launched by Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich, and this is again free source, that is open source, and they have really helped. And we will I'm not going to showcase to you all these things, because if I do, then the entire month will be taken away for taking care. That's why I said I'm introducing it. Please, whenever you are free, you are supposed to look into it and understand. Similarly, EPI info is another one, I would say, which is coming into public domain, and it is also quite useful in the research. Greater, yes, I have spoken about it, and eViews is very popular for the time series as well as the panel data. They use a lot, and it's a wonderful GUI, because your mediation and moderation tools, especially it's not necessary that we have to rely only on I would say AMOS or PLS Smart or Adanko. eViews also talks about a lot, because it discusses and gives you the graphs or the tables for the outliers. So many times we have learned that using the traditional research areas that do not focus much on outliers, and one should delete them, or you should ignore them and say or comment in the research part that yes, these are so many outliers which are present. However, in the domains of the big data, I mean talking about with reference to the big data analysis, we are working in a totally opposite direction. Rather than focusing on that, for example, when I draw the line of regression, and we see that a lot of points are collected towards the line of regression, we focus more on that, right? However, in big data analysis, rather than focusing on these trafficked ones, I would say the jammed data, I would say that we focus more on the outliers. So when you do courses on big data analysis or understand what it is, you will see that they discuss a lot about outliers. For example, what outliers are, how many varieties of outliers are there, which outlier is more important and which one should be ignored, which one. Now that's another area of research altogether, which they do it in big data analysis. And right now why I'm discussing is that, like Garima ma'am, she is on entrepreneurship. Now you will see that ventures have started up wherein we focus on the outliers, and in the market we observe. For example, let's say we are focusing on online shopping. Okay, and right now you will see that Amazon, then Big Basket, then you have got Flipkart, Paytm, all these platforms which are present, they have started working with the local shops or the local entrepreneurs, and they are helping the customers to get those products. For example, Amazon never had grocery or pantry products. However, nowadays they have started taking care of it. Now, how is it that possible that they are able to deliver milk or the grocery items, or even the vegetables, fruits, etc., etc. Now I was surprised if you look the entire. Now similarly, you have got the Flipkart. Initially they were the local, I don't know in other regions, however here I see new ventures have started up, like OTP. Now, OTP is another venture which I'm seeing. They're focusing on, delivering, I would say, exclusively the vegetables and fruits. How they are taking up. Similarly, Milk Basket. Now, you see, pandemic has really come up with these kind of a stuff. However, you will see that, if I'm focusing on the market, I will even see that still there are those parties, I would say, who we are not able to approach, and they are like outliers for me. For example, I see usually that government is giving away or supporting or sponsoring individuals who are coming up with their ventures, who are nearly from 18 to 22 or 25 or 28 years, or max to max, let's say 35 years also. Their entrepreneurship ventures or business startups are very easily taken away, and they are helping the members of the society. However, if you look right now in the pandemic situations I'm talking about, okay, let's talk about before pandemic. What happened was, all those individuals who are above 50 years, their businesses somehow were sidelined. They were not getting the backup in terms of the financial help or financial support, or even the monetary help from the banks and everything, looking at the tenure of their working area. Now during pandemic time, I see that the things have become totally opposite. What is happening? You are not only focusing on gender. For example, men who are above 50 are able to start up. However, even the women, and these gender or demographic variables, if you look up, it is not restricted only to the urban areas. They are entered into rural areas also. So for example, if I see a 75-year-old woman, she is able to come up with her own entrepreneurship venture, though she is not educated. When I say educated, she's not a business administered person in that manner. She does not carry a degree of MBA. She is not trained in that way to open up, to approach. However, just because she thought, I should start up, let's say, preparing breakfast, only now in my own society I see, like sometimes it happens that you are at home, and every day only you are cooking, then it does not appeal to your taste, so somebody else cooks. So I see here that ladies in my society, we are around 3,000 residents in this particular society, and here I have started seeing now what is happening. The government has started giving, they started up as a small venture. So I see one lady coming up with only snacks. Then the other lady, she started up, I'll show it to you tomorrow after from my WhatsApp chat. This is called as Desi Chulha, where she is bringing in the breakfast, lunch, and all our ladies, let me tell you that they have. Now, why I'm discussing all these things is that you will see that yes, government is encouraging, and then they said that if you are useful to the society in some form or the other form, the government is able to, and that's why thanks to our Prime Minister that yes, he is started giving them. And I see not only in my own society, in fact outside the society. So now rather than let's say ordering the food from Haldiram or Bikaner Wala or Domino's, because being the lockdown area, sometimes it happens that delivery is not taking place, or the shop is not opened, or the workers are not allowed to come over, whatever the reason. However, if the members of the society within the residents are able to come up and take care of this thing, now I see it is not the men, it's the women who has taken up. So you have to look into those research areas also and understand as to how the things have started changing in and how they are taking up. Now, why all this discussion has taken place is that even in terms of the softwares, now you will see that online education, which has become so popular, that I was amazed, because I nowadays because of my international collaborations which I'm seeing, the kind of things, I was surprised that we thought that only in India we are unaware of certain online teaching tools or this thing. I find equally the teachers in the other countries also, they say that we are much more comfortable with the classroom facilities that are given to us rather than the online. Now, you see, when we are talking about the softwares, one has to see how ease we are with, and similarly with the research, are we really interested to learn new things and then carry forward, or is it that just we are interested with the traditional ones also? So e-views, in that way I find it that yes, though they say it is exclusively meant for time series, otherwise you can check it out with the mediation and moderation also. It gives you a lot of help in that. Then Gauss is, I'm not interested. Then Gretel, I have already spoken to you. Julia, I told you because it is GUI. Then IDEs is nothing but the integrated development enterprise that you have got the environment. And here you will see that Julia is the platform. That's why I was saying the other day that I sing with Julia, I dance with Python, and married to art because of these things only. And Julia, have a look at it if you have got the time to see. The language is also very easy. If you have understood it, you can really utilize it for your own research areas also. JASP, I have already given you the introduction to it, that yes, maybe later on I might be introducing to nursing school and the healthcare centers where these also are being introduced and they really want to learn. So some of you who are keen, they can join up again. Then the other ones, I'm not entering into all these things also side by side, like MATLAB, I love it. Reason, it helps you out in coming up with all features for sciences, non-sciences subject. And if you want to prepare your own database or create a different kind of graphical representations or the tables, I think in that way I love MATLAB, though I prefer to, because it occupies a lot of space on the computer in terms of memory and this thing. I prefer not to launch them. Otherwise, yes, it is available, and one can definitely lay your hands on that. Minitab is again used especially in companies for the statistical or data science or analytics. It's again a useful tool, and even if you launch the I would say the trial version, you can have a look, and even if you copy the images from here, it falls under does not fall under the flag again. Now orange is something which I told you I love it. Reason, it is again GUI, and really gives you beautiful again visualizations as well as the graphical representations also. Now that is the reason why I like them. Coming to PSPP, I said some of you who are interested, you can have a look at it. R, definitely yes, I love R. RKBARD is also another GUI application with C++, and you can even look, if you know R language, and combination of both R and Python is called as RPy. So you can learn R word also in that manner. It's a beautiful tool in that way to work upon. Now here very quickly you can see revolution analytics. Again, it's a GUI. So you see, that is the reason why I thought, let me go. When I start reading the theses or the dissertations through the scholars and them, I sometimes feel, why are they restricting themselves only for Excel? Which means that they are not introduced. So let me go ahead and take care of it. So, my duty is to introduce and to give it, then it's up to you how well you can use it. Revolution analytics, have a look at it. Again, it's a GUI in the sense that graphical user interface, and being a graphical interface, I should say, it helps you to come up again with a lot of data in terms of graphs and tabular representations. You can definitely take care of it. Root is again a GUI, one which is present, even it is applicable to Python, and that's the reason. SageMap, Python, so again it's a GUI, so you can see how many developers are using worldwide, and even if you are introduced to some of them, you can really work upon them and take care of it. also side by side. Similarly, we have got salstat also out here. Then Python, this is again the Python. SAS I'm not going to talk because I don't like it at all. It's very expensive and number one, and it's very complicated also. SkyPy is part of Python. Then SOSR is there. SOFA statistics is also. No, see, we have got so many new, and the reason why I wanted is that you should be aware of it. And let me tell you, even some of the not just IBM, Microsoft, these are the companies. However, even the publishers like Pearson. Now here, Pearson Education, they themselves have got a software called as StatCrunch, and some of their books which they published, it is they recommend, they give you the CD also side by side, saying that yes, please use it. I had a look at it. It is also like universities like Sharda University, then Noida University, International University, and now I'm hearing that some of the colleges in Greater Noida are because they are tied up with Pearson, for example, and they have because Pearson also has one module specially on business communication as a part of a package. It has been introduced to MBA and BBA students so that they can improve their communication, and here they are able to help out in that manner. Then definitely yes, tax models, this is again for Python, and somebody who is knows well versed with C. Otherwise Python is the basic one, and maybe let's see, I might after this hour, I don't know what they are planning. Python is one more, Python and Orange. I'm thinking that yes, those things also, or neural networks, these are the new things which are taking up in the market for us. For example, if I enter into a mall, why is it that children always, if you observe in the mall, children are always diverted their attention towards McD or Domino's Pizza or Pizza Hut, or even like I am a Delhiite, so I see that majority of our this malls, I'm saying metros, just below the metro station, we have the shops for, or the outlets for Burger King. Now I was surprised as to why, being a typical student of marketing area. Then I observed the moment, I don't know whether you are also observing, the moment you step into McD. Now you see, first of all, the smell is something that attracts you. Okay, for example, the moment you enter into Domino's, a special smell is there. Now similarly, when you enter into Pizza Hut or KFC, or I'm talking about Pizza King, Pizza Hut, yes, Pizza King, then you have got even Burger King. So you need to understand why those companies have started focusing on neural networks basically, and how the behaviors are changing. For example, with the smell, now children are always interested with the French fries, the potato French fries that you get in McD. Why? Because there is this special smell that attracts to them. So when you're doing the neural networks in Python or through R, you are able to understand as to how these things are being used. Now, similarly, I can talk a lot. Neural networks is my area, especially in marketing, especially, and even those of you who are coming from the finances background would be able to understand how neural networks is playing a major role in them. So, these ones which are present, you can definitely have a look, and you will see that stats models, when you are discussing, they are able to capture the data in that manner. Anyway, I will not enter much into it. Then here, I'm not entering into the operating system supports of, how much is there, Windows. That this is good to know information, because majority of us are using the Windows, or if you are using the Mac, whether these things are available over there or not, you can have a look at it. Now, for example, if you ask me, Ramani ma'am, Windows or Mac, obviously Apple in that way has got its own areas which are quite good. However, Windows, you have got a lot of advantages. So here is something again in terms of softwares, you will have to understand. Like I have got 3 computers. Like in one computer, it works exclusively on Linux. Now, if I have to focus on Linux exclusively, because there are companies which function not on Windows, but they are looking forward only to work into Ubuntu. So, you know, Linux is one area. So, there I have to understand whether if I have to give a training to them, then they tell me that yes, we are in the Linux environment, then we will have to see which of the softwares are friendly. So, in that manner, you know, this is a good to know information for all of us, and not just like, for example, you will see maximum of our products which are there. In fact, all of them are you know, friendly with the Windows, whereas you can see with the Mac, with Linux, with BSD, Unix and SAS, how many of them have got the red over there. So this is one more thing that you will have to understand and remember that yes, it is quite good. Now, if we are looking, you know, I always tell students, rather than mastering all the techniques which are available, it is always good that you focus on certain things only. For example, if you are becoming a scholar, okay, now one should even know what is the meaning of being a scholar. It means that you are turning out to be an expert of one technique that you are using. So I tell literally, like for example, the one that I'm taking the workshop right now, I refuse to the organizers that apart from descriptive statistics, I will not be entering into other areas of statistics. Like for example, after descriptive, we talk about other things which are there like ANOVA, then I can go ahead with correlation and everything. Though why reason is, if you like scholars, if they master the descriptives very strongly, if they are able to understand, for example, I'm doing it exclusively on our environment, and there I have started showing to them a simple thing called as mode, you know, which I would say in books as well as in RM classes and even in the workshop, not much discussion is there on mode. Similarly, we do not talk a lot about box plots. We simply say, okay, SPSS, this is the data, enter the data and have a look at it. Even reading the data, you know, once you have uploaded it, and in order to know what kind of variables are there, whether they are categorical, what category, if they are categorical, what all things can you understand with those variables also before going ahead with the further techniques, like, you know, cross tabs and everything. You can understand it in R or in Python or in Orange. However, when we are using SPSS or eViews or Excel, you see that click, 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 you do it and you get the output. However, the intricacies as to how those things are taking place, at what level they are taking place, those things, you know, you will not be able to find it out. So I declared that yes, I'm not going to focus on other things. However, the organizer said no, we will not be able to doing some kind of a justification. So if you are able, and now I'm seeing the request coming in from the participants telling us that can you please do it in a very slow detail, and if possible take the extra days for us and then you explain. Now the same thing happened. Now that is what is the real meaning of scholar. So if you turn out to be a research scholar, then take up one particular area. Even for your PhD topics also, I'll tell you, even your teacher might tell you, okay, do this, tell them, you know, in a very soft manner. You will have to approach them and saying that okay, this is well, and let me focus on those simple things that you have got. Reason, once you have become a great scholar for a particular thing, then you can move ahead, because you see, your entire life you would be focusing on your research, so you can proceed further as long as you want. Now similarly here they have done a special thing in order to understand about ANOVA. You see, immediately the moment we complete with the descriptive, we come into ANOVA, and I have the jinx sometimes when students come and tell me, yes, I have completed with my descriptive statistics, now I'm focusing on ANOVA. I just keep looking at them. Reason, I'm a bit scared as to how much they're going to do. Or sometimes I even find that, yes, ANOVA has done, now I have done even with correlation. So, these are why I'm telling you is that you will see that, yes, you have all these softwares now, which would be talking about when we are talking about ANOVA, whether all these things have been taken care of or not. For example, one way, two way, MANOVA is there, GLM is there, mixed model, post hoc, then Latin squares. Now there are some more are there, though I'm not entering into those intricacies because I'm focusing on this particular page. So here they have given you the packages in the sense the softwares which are there, and have a look at it and see. Like for example, AdamSoft, it will be giving you help only for one way or two way, not for the other one. Alteryx also will be giving you one way, two way, MANOVA, GLM, mixed methods or mixed model. Now similarly, Analyze It, which is an add-on for Excel, is talking about this, but not for MANOVA. GLM is not done. Mixed model and post hoc is taken care. Now similarly, BMDP. Now this is developed in 1965. So you can consider it to be a very traditional, very again a branded. I mean, I won't call it as a branded one as compared to SPSS. However, now this is also being called as biomedical data package, which means that it is giving you the results of one way, two way, MANOVA, GLM, all these things which we use even in commerce, finance and management areas. We can use it. So why is it that nobody is getting trained on this one? There's nothing wrong in that. Okay, now similarly, e-views, one way only it is going to talk about. Come to GenStat. Now again, it is talking about everything. Okay, now similarly, Gretel, it is talking about only one way, not other things. Julia, again, it says with packages because it comes with Python or with R. So they have given you a question mark, question mark, question mark. It has to be updated. With Julia also, all these things can be done. Similarly, JMP is also there for you. NCSS, Minitab is also there. So, you can have a look at this particular page, and the moment you come to R, you can see all the things are available to you. Similarly, if you come for SAS, this is SAS, yes, it is there. Come to SPSS, all of them are being taken care, though it is not a free one. Then I have got, apart from that, Stata, what happened to Python? Have they talked about Python out here? I haven't seen Python. They are talking about Orange only part of it. Okay. Now SPSS is there, Stata is there. Then you have got Stat Graphics, Statistica is there. So, you should now learn about and know that yes, it's our world of research is not restricted just to SPSS, Excel, e-views, then comes in your AMOS, PLS Smart, or what I call it as Adanko. No. Okay, now these are just for the ANOVA I'm talking about. Let's go ahead here, or you can see it for regression also. You can see eViews does all kinds of regression. GenStat also is taking care of it. LMDep. Now, you see, if you are doing regression, why is it that we are just focusing only on SPSS? Okay, now there are these other ones which are there. and Logit, NCSS. These are also some of the packages which are available. R does everything, so you can understand why R is so popular in that manner. Then SPSS, definitely Stata, already it is there for us. I'm not looking for these things. I'm looking for the ones which are free. And you can see orange, though regression, not all of it, part of it. Art, definitely yes, it has got each and everything. Now similarly, they are talking about time series. I'm not focusing on time series, so I will not focus here. Pay attention, have a look at it, and you can know. Chart and diagrams, have a look and see the ones that we are talking about. Like Gretel is free source, it is giving it to you. Then BMDP, only part of it. Then I don't see Python. Orange, you can see it has talked about bar chart, box plot. uh, Now parallelogram, I'm going to discuss it in the other workshop, but not here. So you will see these things are also present in orange, as well as I would say R is also there. Even in Python, Python has a wonderful arena with respect to all kind of visualizations. In fact, I would say R and Python, though Python gives you different environments and you can create, you will see at least 58 varieties of bar graphs, and with histograms it has got around 28 of them. Then similarly, you can carry forward and you will see a lot of important things have been taken care in both R as well as the Python. In that manner. So you will look that yes, these ones that I'm talking about, SPSS, data, definitely yes, Statistica, Start Plus, Start Model. These are some of the popular, again, softwares which are available for us, and then they take care. Now, these are the other abilities. Now, for example, you want to talk about descriptive statistics, non-parametric, quality control, survival analysis, cluster discriminant. We will see that data mining and the other processes are also there, and how to carry forward, and you will find it out that yes, R, Orange, Python, they haven't mentioned out here. Those are the ones which have occupied. So, I always wanted to go ahead and learn more about them and try to understand. So these are certain things which you should be able to understand and know that yes, how to go ahead and take care about the quantitative softwares. These are all for the quantitative one. Now, let me just show it to you with respect to the other ones that I really wanted to make you know. Let's have a look at this. I'll just share it the other page also, so that you are able to know. Not this. I even wanted to focus on the softwares where you are able to get. Yes. Now let me just share this one also. A new share. List of graphics. Yes. Now this page again. Now why I'm telling you is that again, if some of you are interested, you can also be part of my team, and we create a lot of Wikipedia pages. Now there is a completely a different workshop which takes place exclusively on Wikipedia. I wouldn't say just Wikipedia, Wiki as a company, and right now it's a lockdown, so we cannot invite them. Otherwise, in the university or in the colleges, we have, like, I'm one of the ambassador for Wiki, and we definitely invite them to different colleges and universities, wherein there are a lot of products of Wiki, and you will see that you can do a lot of contribution towards your own research, or helping others in the community and in various languages. Maybe I'll take one day extra and then I'll showcase to you. Here in this particular page, you will see list of information, graphics, software which is there for us, and here you will find it out that it gives you the information as to what are the different softwares other than Excel, where you can really use them for your graphical representation. Like IDA is open source, please use it. D3JS is one more area where we can really use them. DAP is one more area where we can talk about. EJS is the okay, this also is working definitely, and it's a GUI. Now wherever GUI is there, that means that more of graphical and visual representations are available, and I'm talking about right now focusing exclusively on the ones which are free of I mean, they are open and free sources. So not only just me mentioning or taking over these particular pages, however, I want each one of you to go ahead and as a thing have a look at it, and these open up these pages and see what kind of things are available. Hopefully not immediately after this workshop, maybe later on, we are just going to focus exclusively on the softwares, each software, and how to master them, how to use them. For example, in the other workshop, I'm focusing exclusively on R. Maybe with this particular platform, we can speak about Python, and we can look into all those things also side by side and understand how they are. So, or alternatives to the popular softwares. Now, if that is the one, then I can take you through these things also side by side. So this is one more page that you can have a look at it, and definitely see to it that yes, you are, for example, you want dynamic and hierarchical graphs. Now, for example, you want to make a hierarchy of certain tables or the data that you have got. You can use GFI. GFI is again a beautiful, I would say, software which is available, and this is also being used across the research areas, and individuals are taking the workshops. Maybe I should start off with G5 for you because it's very interactive and it helps a lot in understanding the networking, the mapping, the bibliometric analysis, citation metrics analysis, all those things you can do with GFI. Now, ggplot2 is part of R, so part of Python. I don't want to talk much about it because those are discussed in those scenarios. So you can see now, are you able to understand that yes, it's not, our world is not just with restricted with those immediately given softwares for us. You can use, like for example, the moment you enter your data, you give it, you can start experimenting, and it will really showcase to you which variable is closer to which one. For example, I really play with the variables. The moment import the data file into the software, first of all, I have to understand the story of the variables itself. When I say the story, try to, because this is a GUI enterprise, again, G5, you will see your own variables, how closely they are. And when you are writing a paper or, going ahead, giving a presentation about your own, you can just point it out and tell them that, yes, see, these are the variables that I need to focus upon because this is the one. For example, let's say I have around 40 variables in my study, and I see, okay, without understanding the story of the variables, I start doing the research. Okay. However, if I give you the introduction to GFI and I tell you, okay, now have a look, you will regret and you will say, oh, I have taken up the first 6 or the first 5 for my study. In fact, GFI has shown to me that these are closely related to each other. So why I cannot do it? So, that could be another aspect of your research, and nobody does that again. Unfortunately, this is missed in some of the, I should say, research places also. They do not share these things. Now, similarly, you have got the GNU Merrick. It's also this one. It's a cross platform. Again, I did a workshop on G numeric. Again, it talks about the numbers. Basically, you can talk across the entire data file that you have got, or the column wise also. It discusses a lot of information is being shared. Again, GNU Octave is free, so have a look at it. Now, you see, the world is coming up with so many things. However, we don't. Now, can you see out here? I'm moving my cursor from here to here like this. Only GNU plot has started off. Now, this is the most interactive way. Now, you never know. Let's say the pandemic is not over, and I'm hearing with the number of deaths that are taking place on a daily basis, it is increasing in Delhi. And I came to know till December the lockdown can be adhered to it, number one. And if this is there, the researchers at the global level are saying that the serious scenarios will be there for pandemic maybe for next year. If that is the scenario, then I think majority of us have to give our viva online only. So if you have got these kind of interactive interfaces in front of you, why we cannot use it? So I would definitely suggest each one of you, whosoever is available present in this particular workshop, to have a look at it. Now look at the one that you have got for graphs, and here if you enter into it, because you see, for me, I don't have much work to do. After teaching and everything, I start learning these softwares and try to understand how they are, and start comparing whatever it is. When I'm taking care, I not only learn, I'm seeing the depth in which the output is given to you. So I thought I should be sharing these things also side by side, so that we know the importance of Gretel. Anyway, I have spoken to all of you quite a lot that yes, it's a very simple tool, however a very powerful in that manner. Now, since the we are talking about the digital era means a lot of we don't focus only on black and white. I have to focus more on the colored matter to be published online. So you have G free charts. So whatever your charts are there, for example, if you are publishing theses or something, rather than black and white, you can introduce, because colors always give they leave a lot of impact on the reader. Similarly, K charts are there, though it is for the Linux. Similarly, you can have a look and see lab plot. This is very powerful one. Not only in terms of 2D plots, they go ahead and improve more and more. Like in R and Python Orange, we have 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D. Imagine Japan is working right now, papers and research is being done on 5D matter, I would say. Whereas we are still struggling with 2D models only in India. Now they have reached not only for 5D in the research papers, however, in reality also they are created museums. Google around and you will see, just write down, key the words 5D museums of Japan, and you will understand how the entire thing. Now that is the new era, I would say, for the digital interfaces. Number two. Number three, how the mode of online visits, rather than let's say it's another part, like instead of physically visiting Banaras, I can do it via the 5D journey, and I can look into it, just like the Star Trek talks about. So you have got these things available for you. In the same manner, have a look at Maxima also, I would say, and Maya. This is because Maya is the software, actually multimedia software, so they have come up with this one. It's absolutely free, so it is scriptable. You can see the kind of graphs or the images that I can really understand. For example, in medical fields, if I have to, for example, let's say I'm a person, I think I'm a normal person. Normal in the sense that I am not suffering from any kind of diseases or anything. However, I can just give them a single strand of my hair and tell them, can you predict what kind of diseases I can incur in future? They are able to do with this Maya 6, actually we will call them as, and then they are able to tell us that yes, in your eyes this is can be possible, you are carrying these kind of genetic diseases, or it can be possible that yes, you are right now, this is the extra growth which is taking place, however it might turn out to be cancerous, so you will have to take the precaution. So these kind of things, they are taking place. Now for example, in early school education, one of the companies person, they are doing it at the school level. They're visiting from school to school, and what are they doing is that they're collecting the fingernails, or you can say the foot nails, or even the strand of the person's hair, and they're trying to understand right from the age of 3, they are collecting from the play school, or let's say the nursery classes, they are collecting it, and they want to predict and see what kind of a diseases a child can have. Can child become a criminal in future? These are the ones that they are studying and taking care of it. So in the market, if that is what, now for example, I'm a multidisciplinary person. Now I see that medicine schools have come up with this particular output. Now I'll take it up, and being a management student, I will definitely start working. If the child is going to be a future criminal, can I introduce some method or something wherein I can see to it the child is not progressing, or if the child has got those tendencies, through neural networks, how I can take care of it, or even through AI, how I can take care. AI is artificial intelligence. So we are going ahead in those ways, the researchers, the multidisciplinary research. Now for example, in the case of Sushant Singh Rajput, now so many people in the Arnab Goswami's case that I'm seeing, they have invited politicians, they invited these. Why is it that they haven't invited any person from the technical field? They should have invited it, and they should have even discussed from that angle that yes, if for example, now a team of doctors, I think so, they are taking care, wherein they are observing his videos continuously, the interviews or the videos that are being flashed, maybe through private telephones or whatever they are, and they're trying to analyze it. Did he really had the tendencies, or somebody has murdered, and what could be the prediction? They are doing it, that also. So these are possible through these softwares, and not only in this, let me tell you, even the astrological, nobody focuses on those areas. Predictions are very powerful, and our country, let me tell you, is the country where a lot of astrology work in terms in the ancient days was taken care of. However, those books, now I find that India is become such a modern country that we are away from the domain of astrology, and that has been taken away from by the Westerners, and they are the ones who have focusing, and the entire system has been created with the help of the technology, where you will see they are predicting, all kind of predictions are there, and I sometimes get really worried. And not only in astrology, tarot reading. Now I don't know how many of you are into that. Have a look and see the way they say, okay, take any 3 tarot cards and see today's prediction is this, today this is what, and in case you generalized one, if you do not want, you have a personal assistant who can help you out to understand what is going to take in place. Now similarly, even in alternative medicines like Reiki, they have started using these technologies. Reason I find these astrologers, tarot readers, and the meditation practitioners also taking so much of help. forget about the knowledge. These are the extra ways in which they are introducing various things with the help of the softwares that are available. So, you never know. For example, if some of you are interested and you are focusing on the software, maybe a time will come wherein you get arena to earn extra income. Maybe one of you can become a psychologist and you are giving some time to one of the person who is suffering from depression, or let's say if, abroad we have a lot of these kind of things coming in, wherein people find it very abnormal, saying that today I have a craving for chocolate. So can you tell me, or I'm lacking red color more, or even if the prediction has been done that yes, today this particular planet is retrograding, so what kind of a thing you can do. So those things are available and we can understand it immediately through the softwares. Now, for example, regression. I would say Lord Shiva is the expert of regression. His all techniques, the way he talks about and he does it, if you read Shiv Puran, you will understand that he is applying only regression, nothing else. So you can see all by yourself and understand, okay, if you have know what regression is, how many varieties of regressions are there, and how the things are being taken care. So in that manner, Lord Shiva, whom I call it as Big Daddy, is a big expert and master for regression. Now, he does not work on any other tool other than regression. Similarly, if you study Lord Krishna, and you will see the way he is talking about, he is, if you look at the manner he is talking with Arjun, he is somehow trying to make him understand and see how the research is discussing. So he closes his eyes and he is always sleeping. That's how we see his posture to be, with Lord Lakshmi at his feet, and then she's pressing and soothing his feet, and he is with a smile and he's able to see. So there are different kind of techniques which are available, and those individuals, again, I would say, are very happy. I'm not saying that we all will become god and goddesses. However, what I wanted to introduce today and make you understand is that, see, the world is going in which direction. We are not supposed to limit ourselves with just a few tools which are available. For analysis, definitely, yes, you need to focus on one tool so that you are able to take care. However, when you are coming for your tables, figures, you are free. You are, like, for example, Tableau. Though it is not a free one, however, there are alternatives for Tableau and you can really work. In fact, this is one particular tool which I would say that everybody should know. Apart from Excel, I'm interested because a lot of new things have come up, and I really like Microsoft in that manner, the team which has introduced such beautiful graphs in 2013 or 2016 or 2019. If I'll show you, you yourself will tell me, yes, we should have introduced right now, especially in the pandemic time, and some of you who are in the marketing or planning to do some research work through that. Now, similarly, there are others like Visit. Now, can you see this particular graph? We are just in black and white era only. Here you can see that if you are able to enter, because this is for Windows also. So if you have got large data sets, I would say even your data set is above 100, that's fine. You can do a lot of this kind of graphical research for yourself. You don't have to focus on anything else. Just these graphical representations itself is enough for your research work, and even for publication of the papers. Similarly, that's it, as simple as that. So we have got, I have given you regarding this one, all about the graphical things as well as for the quantitative, and have a look at these things. This is my homework, and see, for example, let's say I am very fond of, I'm just closing of the video right now, you can see that yes, you have what I call it as, where was I? Yeah, in terms of quantitative research, we have seen what are alternatives for SPSS, Excel, e-views, then even I would say, what else I can talk about? Yeah, AMOS, then Smart, PLS, Adanko. Now, these are the one, though they haven't yet mentioned, quite a lot of other softwares are also available for us, like for example, Alteryx. Now, this is one of the software again for AMOS, wherein you can go ahead and you can, for structural equation modeling, they haven't, I'll be showcasing to you one by one with the methods. Like today we covered with ANOVA, I would say, then a little bit on descriptive they have given to us, though not fully. I'll have to show it to you as to what softwares are there focusing on this one. Uh, then we have seen for the other ones also side by side. For example, graphs, I have shown to you about it and we can know it. So today I just wanted it as an introduction to see about the quantitative and the graphical representation softwares right now. And if you can just give me some time, then maybe we can even talk about what I call it as the qualitative, I'm so sorry, qualitative research. Now, under qualitative, we have just seen that it was discussed in terms of NIME. NIME is not the one where qualitative can be discussed. I'm sorry about my spelling mistake. R also has lots and lots of help in qualitative, and you will see that you can do content analysis in R. You can do thematic analysis also. Then textual analysis is one more. Film analysis. Now, when I'm talking about films, I'm talking about the ones that we see like movie. Okay, let me just make it up separately. Movie analysis is also there. When I'm talking about films, I'm talking about the photographic films. Okay, that film analysis, movie analysis, audio analysis, which is very popular again in marketing. Like you can take lots and lots of audio, I would say, interviews, and the moment it is converted, let's say 100, 150, you can just go to any mall. The people who are entering over there, you can simply record it on your cell phone after doing your research over there, maybe in McD or KFC or some other places. I will share the links tomorrow, some of the YouTube videos wherein you can see what kind of things are being done in Australian malls. For example, in order to attract the consumers or the individuals who are entering into the mall, you know, for purchasing or something, what kind of new things they are taking care. And you'll be surprised that yes, they are doing these kind of things for observation. So you will see that in qualitative, NIME is there, R is there, then you have got N Vivo is one more, I would say, software which is present and it's very popular. Then I love Atlas TI, you know, because Atlas TI not only helps in qualitative, it reaches to the quantitative number, and from that, for example, if I have completed with my coding and my analysis part of it, immediately I get what I call it as threshold value are given to me in Atlas TI. And if I have seen that yes, if it falls between 8.1 or some value that I get it, which I'll be sharing it. This is equivalent, equal to my correlation. So it means that, I'm sorry again, in correlation, it means that there is no need for me to do cross tabs, ANOVA. There is no need. Even correlation also, there is no need for me to do, because this particular thing has given me the value. So what does it lead to? It leads to me directly to start off my regression analysis, and from regression I can jump to SEM or path analysis or model fitness, whatever I want, I can go ahead. So this is why I love Atlas TI, which is missing in NVivo, and the other areas. Even R also misses on this, Python also misses, though there are different ways in which you can use R, then Python 9, which I was discussing about. Then apart from Python, we have got Orange, and now, oh, I'm doing so many mistakes today. I'm really sorry about it. Orange. So you will see Lang. This is also a latest software that has come in, and you will see that yes, all these things are helping me to go ahead with the qualitative analysis, with the coding part, and how to take care. Now, I think these are the ones. Apart from these softwares, there are other, I would say, online platforms. Again, they are free and open sources for us, and this also covers for both quanti and quali, both. And that I'll be sharing it in the introduction in the first half an hour tomorrow, and then you will understand that rather than just downloading and installing them on your computers, you can work on the web browsers directly. Now this is what I would call it as web browsers, and you can work on those platforms, online platforms, and you can get the results very nicely. So again, these things are also mandatory, because nobody introduces all of you, and majority of us again do not understand the importance of the online platforms which are available, and to take care of it also. So these are some of the things that I really wanted to introduce today, and show it to you as an introduction, that yes, see, our world is not limited, as I said, to those softwares only. So it is up to us as to how much we can learn, and how much exposure can be there, and how to carry forward. Yes, Garima ma'am, you can stop me there, and you can definitely raise the questions now. My side, I have given you the introduction to each one of you about various tools which are available, and tomorrow I'll be sharing it more about the online platforms wherein you can do it. Yes, now you are open for the questions.
I raised my hand that I'm feeling really happy that I joined this workshop actually, ma'am. Because yeah, you said it very rightly. We got like when we know few software, like I worked on a smart PLS, I have worked on AMOS, Spss. So I think that this is the end of the world. And now after this initial lecture, I'm able to, okay, there is so much. It's like a whole ocean is there, and I just not know a drop of it. Like even I'm
Yes,
not able
ma'am.
to call it as a drop.
In fact, as I was telling you and Tanga sir, Anubha and this person, Gokul, are attending, as I said, the other workshop. I'll be giving you the links also side by side, and you can join me up on Saturday, this Saturday, because I'll be revising, so it will be good for you. Definitely, yes, ma'am. For example, right now, Gokul is in that manner, the youngest one out here. He is still entering entering into the research. So, I cannot bombard. I have to keep observation that yes, each one of us are learning in that manner. So, it was necessary. Like, for example, I hate SPSS. If somebody, I'm making it very, not that I don't like to do the research through that. However, sometimes I find it's so, not only in terms of cost. However, I don't know about each one of you. I'm being very honest.
Ma'am, I can, sorry to interrupt you in between. I can just like, and now I can understand. When you know that there are so good other, like, so other platforms are available, so other softwares are available, and that is free of cost. Obviously, your hate towards SPSS is justified.
Yes, ma'am. So, that is the reason why I thought, students and scholars, especially who are entering into the research area, or even we now, I use more of R, Python, Orange, and SPSS only to check once in a while. I've stopped literally using it, though majority of the research scholars are still working on that. Excel, again, because the moment I saw, like, it was in the classroom only, one of my student, she had 2013, other one had 2019, I had 2016 version. And the moment I compared, and they came up, they were trying to showcase to me certain things, and I was amazed the way Excel has also come up with the graphs and visualization. So, I will not be touching those common aspects in Excel. I'll be focusing exclusively on these things only, wherein you can definitely go ahead, use them in your papers or, reports or whatever academic writings you are into. That is one thing. Similarly, you have taken the name of AMOS and PLS Smart. Ma'am, if I ask a student to spend around, let's say 9.5, let's say 9,050, 9,500, even that is very heavy for their pockets. However, if I give them the things like Alteryx for them, Orange, sorry, for the alternative for AMOS as well as PLS Smart, students are able to work in a very, they are very user friendly actually. So, one has to look into those things also. And very slowly, I'm trying to upload the videos on my YouTube channel under my name, that is Ramani Swarna itself. Both of you can have a look at it, and I would be going ahead and uploading some on whatever I'm teaching in art or on these things. And one I have started off. However, there was a reason why I stopped it for a particular. I said, okay, let me just introduce these things in the workshops, wherein they are able to understand and carry forward. Similarly, as I explained to it, majority of us are working only on in vivo. Why not with Atlas TI? You see, if with Atlas TI, if I'm getting that threshold value for correlation, why should I do ANOVA, crosstab, chi-square, everything, and then go ahead? Now, if I've got, let
Ma'am,
me
I
just
just want to ask that I have used Eclipse TI, so it was like a long way back when I was doing my thesis. So, which version of Atlas TI at that point of time in like 2015, this feature was not available. In fact, somebody has
Atlas,
suggested me to
ma'am,
use
see, I am trained on Atlas 8, then 9, and now it is 10. So I think when I
Okay.
was trained, it was 8 or 9, one of these two, ma'am. At that time, you can have a look at it, and I don't know who trained you over there.
No,
And
I just
I
learned by myself. I was not able to get any like workshop dedicated on this. I just
okay.
browsing and all this. So I learned myself only.
Sure, ma'am. I'll be sharing those PPTs also, because in these short time, maybe I cannot enter into the intricacies. However, I'll be showing you some of the platforms where you can have a look at it, ma'am. In that way, I love Atlas TI, and majority of my work is done on Atlas TI also. And in vivo, I'm not against it. Yes. However, in vivo is good for content analysis, film analysis, document analysis, and part of audio analysis also. So we will see those things also as the time comes in, and we can carry forward also side by side. Okay. So
Ma'am,
today's
any
homework,
comment on QD Max?
what, ma'am?
QD Max.
Theory, yes, we will be giving, I'll be giving you some of the papers on whatever I'm discussing, Garima ma'am, and then some
Yeah.
books also will be presented. Definitely, yes, it would be there for us. So that you are like, for example, let's say, actually what I prefer is that when we are in the forum of softwares, definitely, for example, in vivo, there is one book which has been written by Philip Adu. I can just give it to you, and if you have access to what do you call it? I'll just tell you, ma'am. He is from University of California Technology Department, and as a student, he published this work, which is called as Step by Step Guide to Data Coding through in vivo. And he not only explained about qualitative research, I would say, in terms of, I would say, phenomenology, which I don't see anybody, and post structuralism. That was what I did last time in the same forum, and this is what I discussed. I mean, I'm sorry, today I'm just typing it in whatever way I want. Qualitative research, yes, it's qualitative, ma'am. That is there, and I'll be sharing this book also with all of you. If you have got access to Ebasco, this book is available over there. In case this you don't have access to this one, I have the book with me. I would be sharing it, and this is a wonderful book. Though people go for Creswell more and more, Creswell has given us only part of it, I would say, as to how we are supposed to do. However, he's not trained into I would say, qualitative research in that manner. So yes, if you have the library, ma'am, you can immediately look for this particular book, and you can ask the librarian to give it to you in parts. So there are, I think, chapter 6 or 8 chapters, if I'm not wrong, and the book is wonderful. I don't see any other book which has discussed about the how to do the qualitative research through in vivo, especially for these particular schools that I'm talking about, phenomenology as well as post. Not even Creswell, who is known to be the father of it in the sense of publishing the book, I would say. That book, because I'm trained into qualitative, so I can speak about it. Though my interaction with Philip, I would say, is that he is not trained. He said that it was just as a student. When I was getting trained, I was attending some of the workshops, and whatever I learned, I published it immediately as in the form of a book. So I think each one of us, and that's why I was asking Gokul, are you recording it or not recording? Because sometimes, when I'm taking the workshops like this, or even training or teaching, what happens is that certain things are coming in all by itself. I'm not prepared. So it's always good that things are being recorded and they are uploaded, so that we are able to share the knowledge with each other. So in that manner, definitely, yes, I'll be sharing this book. And for, I don't know now how to proceed further with the Excel. Though I have given to you that yes, all the 3 versions, you cannot even go ahead if I don't know, each one of you, which version of Microsoft Excel you have got, whether 2010 or 2013 or 2016. So I have to give you the books for all the 3 versions, and showcase to you, especially focusing exclusively on the graphical aspect of it. Then you can go ahead and you can either update the official Microsoft Office that you have got with you in your system, and you can definitely work upon it. So that is one more thing that I'll be doing it. And as I said, apart from NVivo, Naive, and Atlas TI, the other online platforms, Office 365. Ma'am, Office 365, then I'll have to look at what version. Others also can have a look at it, because I would be discussing about those things also side by side. And after that introduction, you can have a look, and I would be giving you, ma'am, what are the alternative softwares for SEM, structural equation modeling. Open and this one you can have a look. Similarly for regression also, wherein you can look into the depth of regression rather than what SS or E-views, as we have seen, gives us. So you would be learning those aspects also a lot, that yes, these are present for us. Yes, Tanga Raja sir, I think you wanted to say something. You can.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it was a very insightful session today, and I just explored many of the softwares that I didn't even heard about the name. Okay, that was great, and I have used those softwares, NIME and some of the Python RL. I'm using those. I just wanted to clarify one thing, that in what way the no, I have used many of the packages in R and Python, but as you said, the R is more of for qualitative aspects. When it comes to Python, is it dealing with the big data, or how can we make it more effective? For what kind of
Sir,
analysis?
Python allows you, like for example, if you are on Jupyter, there are certain things that you can use it.
Yeah, yeah,
However,
yeah,
if you
yeah,
are
yeah.
using NumPys or a combination of, let's
Yes,
say, the other platforms that we have got, like Spider and
pandas. Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So you will
Yeah.
see that we have a lot of exposure to. I'm not saying that compare. In fact, if you ask me R and Python, I love both of them. Like R,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was first introduced to it, so I do a lot of things. Python, because a reason is, I find, like I come from the science background and I did my MSc in computer sciences. So
Okay.
coding is very easily understandable. However, if I have to teach Python to non-computer science students and the faculties who are there, it becomes very
Okay.
difficult for us to remember, and then I have to give them that set of codings only directly and tell them that okay, at this point I'm sharing it away. So somehow I'm trying to in that manner discourage the growth of the or the creative aspects of an individual. For example, let's
Okay.
say if you know C++ or C, or let's say Java or .NET, then what will happen is that you can come up and you can create your own package.
Fine, 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 fine. I
You
got
see,
it. I
in
got it.
R,
Okay, okay.
it's fine. I'm able to do it. I can understand the analysis ho raha hai and research is
Yeah, yeah,
taking place. However,
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Python, my only concern is, they are just copy pasting and fine analysis has been done. However, if they are on GitHub or Reddit or Kaggle, and if I ask them to come up with their own packages, it becomes very
Yeah.
difficult for me. So I have to, in that manner, I said that yes, R is much more comfortable in that manner for the research, whereas in Python, given these set of things, I help them to go ahead with machine learning or with AI or even with IoT kind of a thing. However, you will see they run, and in long run, people were saying, because now R and Python are signed together, they are collaborators, they're becoming
Yeah.
one team. So many people ask me, what is the future of Python?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fine, fine.
So that is the only concern for me. Otherwise, visualizations are so perfect in Python. And for
Python. Okay,
example,
fine.
like domain wise, let's say in supply chain, the way they are coming up with different programs with human resources, or even for marketing operations, the algorithms which Python does it. If I'll show you the kind of things they are doing it, by the time I share it with my students, it has become already outdated. So again, I'll have to, that's the reason why I said that I am bit concerned about Python. Reason, the creative aspects of the other person. You know, for example,
Okay,
let's
okay,
say I'm sharing something. It can
okay.
be possible that creativity with the package or the way you are, they are able to do on GitHub and all, you know, the entire analysis
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
coming
Okay.
new things. However, if I
Hmm.
give it the same thing to the Indian audience who are non-computer science background, they are unable to do it, sir, and that is the reason why
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
more
okay.
concerned. That's it, nothing else. Otherwise
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Fine.
follow. Okay, so I
Got
think
it, got it.
let's
Yeah.
end up
Yeah.
here. Yes, you wanted to say something else, sir?
No, ma'am, I got it. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so tomorrow again from 6 to 8. And to be very honest, qualitative is not just with NIME or NVivo or what we call it as Python and R. There are other things like Max QDA, my favorite one, then Rapid Minor. This is
Yeah,
also
yeah. Rapid
awesome, I
minor,
would say.
yeah.
Then we have got QDA Lite. This is another one. So this is what I said. Tomorrow, maybe first half an hour, I would be discussing about the softwares which are available for qualitative also side by side. And along with that, 15 minutes more, I would be discussing about the online platforms for the softwares which we can use it. So that is the agenda for tomorrow. And in the meantime, I will go ahead and if some of you can get that book that I was talking about, Philip Adus, it's excellent. If not, then you can just let me know. We will definitely go ahead and take care of it also side by side. Okay, and Tangaraja sir and Garima ma'am, if you can just give me your mail IDs so that I can ask the other individuals or your this thing, what do you call, your phone numbers, then maybe you can send across the details to me. They will open up the registration for you to join me up on this Saturday, which I'm doing it on R. And it's a very elaborative sessions. You can just send me saying that this is the one, and I will definitely share the details with you. So this is the one that I wanted to do. And so I welcome all of you. And I hope this particular workshop also, thanks to Ayush sir and Gokul for giving us this particular platform, wherein I would say